They already know what time it is. It's your boy, man, Lambo Drew, and welcome to another edition of The Leverage Show. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It is definitely Finance Fridays live, so you guys want to be tapped in. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, be tapped in today because it's a great day to be tapped in. Why not be tapped in, man, especially when we on The Leverage Show talking about this money out here and great opportunities and wonderful things that you can invest in that will allow your life to start gaining some traction. Again, this is not financial advice, man. And please, if you need to consult, man, with a CPA or financial advisor, please consult with them. I'm going to tell you some great things that Lambo is doing, his community is doing, and some great people around me are doing, and what they are doing to actually cash in on some great things that you might not be aware about. We're going to deep dive into that today. Man, they got some projects that are definitely coming out too as well that I think a lot of people should take a look at. And I'm definitely going to make sure that I bring it to the front line because there's so many things that people, man, may have looked at or may have not seen that is actually out there that is really standing the test of time. And I want to make sure, man, that you guys or getting all the value that you possibly can, man, not just for me, but the community and so many friends who are connected with this Leverage Show, who are great influencers themselves, who are great, wonderful leaders and generals and people who are really taking advantage of doing some amazing things in life. I'm here to let you know that you can actually move forward in life, and there are ways that people are out here killing it and moving forward in life by any means necessary. Again, this is Finance Fridays. I'm not going to take too much of your time today. I know it's lunchtime for the most of you. So some people, man, are tuned in at their jobs, at their desks. They're like, Lambo, I got you in one ear while I'm actually taking care of business with the other ear and the other hands and doing everything else. But I'm tuned in, I'm tapped in, I'm locked in because I definitely need the change. And truly, I really want to thank you guys and everything, man. If that has been you, thank everybody for definitely tapping in. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing this video to somebody who may be out there because you don't know. This may be the broadcast that actually helps change somebody's life. And just think, if you would actually be the one who gets that credit, like, man, you know what? You shared that video. You shared Lambo Drew with Finance Fridays Live and everything, man. And after watching that video, man, I really was able to get connected to some great leaders, but I was also getting ready to get connected with some great information that was shared that helped level me up and boss me up to a whole different level so that I am actually being out there on the front lines and doing some major things. Shout out to you guys. You already know who you is. I definitely had to go ahead and get that swig on, man. Y'all already know. We can't talk about it, man. I know how YouTube is with things, but if you know this purple label with this tea right here, oh, it is on point. You definitely got to go ahead and, man, and get tapped into that, man. I'm talking about the extra, extra sweet one. Definitely, it's official with that one. So I'm excited, man, to really go ahead, kind of pick up from where we left off yesterday and the day before, right? So yesterday, you guys already know, I actually had some great people, man, and it's always the Leverage Show family and great generals and leaders, man, who are always tapped into these broadcasts, man. Like my guy, Passive Income Croc, man, popped in. I was talking about him last night. Didn't even know he was going to be on the show, man, and he was in the chats. And literally, man, I'm going in about him, man, and just talk about how much of a leader he is in the things he's doing. I even talked about my guy, Jay Ford, man, and some great things that he was doing. I talked about my guy, Big Ant. My guy, Anthony Deloach, who's really like killing the game, man, and some great things that he was doing and stuff like that, and even the podcast that he's doing. And he's going to get that information out so we can actually share that with you guys. I talked about leaders like Coach Rashid, man, who is killing the game, and BOJ, man, and CPMD, and so many other countless of other leaders who are out here in this space who are really killing the game. And please, don't get offended if I missed your name. I just only named just a few great people, man, who you want to be tapped in, plugged into, because they are doing some phenomenal things. And I really think that we should shed the light on these people, man, who are doing some really amazing things, man, out here in this space. And I really want you to be connected so that you can actually level up and boss up on a whole new level. And as I was sharing that, They don't even know that today started out a very busy morning, just as of yesterday, and even that night, ending and stuff like that, because of the meetings that I have scheduled up with some amazing people, amazing leaders, and amazing networks that Lambo, man, really finds myself so blessed and fortunate to actually be a part of and actually being connected with on some people who are doing things on a big, big, big level. And my job, man, every time I get in front of this camera is to help inspire you and get you to something new that you may have never seen, or if you have seen it, may want to take a second look and probably deep dive in. You know, this time last week at this exact moment, at this exact time, I was with my guy Unlimited Freedom, man, out there in St. Louis, man, and we were literally doing hands-on trading. If you guys missed that broadcast, make sure you guys definitely slide on over to my guy Unlimited Freedom in his channel and definitely go catch that replay of Lambo Drew sliding in to St. Louis with me, my guy Duke, and my son Champ. And we really went on ahead, man, and deep dived into some amazing content in his trading. And I mean, I'm trying to tell you this right now. Vaughn is doing some amazing things with trading. If you're looking for learning how to trade and learning how to trade the correct way and be profitable, we watch Vaughn make, and within literally less than 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes, make 30%. That's right. I say that 30% in his account within less than about 5-10 minutes. Few clicks of a button, boom, it was already right there. And it was already in his account real time. He was already ready to go on ahead and withdraw. There are some companies who are not doing that in a month. Now, keep in mind, I totally understand it, right? I get the trading game. I understand it. But I'm just to let you know, there are companies that are not doing that in a month. And Vaughn was doing that within less than 10 minutes. He says, Lambo, man, I do this every day. This is what I really love to do. But most people from Unlimited Freedom, they get all the looks and all of the, you know, the feedback from all of the things that he actually talks about on his program, right? Which are a lot of like hypish type of platforms, but that's his audience. He says, Lambo, this is what drives me. He said, but this is where I make my real money at every single day. And I'm sitting there just thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, this is phenomenal that in 10 minutes, he said, yeah, I don't trade much, trade about an hour out the day, man. And I go ahead and make my money. I said, dude, what was your biggest profit day that you ever made in one single day at one single setting? And he looked me dead in the eyes, man. He says, Lambo, I made between $20,000 to $25,000 in one day. I got to get the Lambo bell for that, because most people don't know what 25,000 a year looks like, let alone for someone to make that in one day. Imagine if that was you on the other side and you got a chance to be able to learn one of the best and stuff like that with binary options or pocket options and being able to perfect your craft like my guy Unlimited Freedom. That is truly amazing to be on that side of the fence. That would be like the exact same way when I was telling you guys yesterday that my guy Anthony DeLoach has some amazing things that are coming out that you guys really want to be involved with. He's got programs that are already coming out with. He's got teams and networks that he's coming out with that you can make money passively, right? By being into these investments that allow you to make the type of passive income. That's what we are here for on the Leverage Show, to be able to bring you leaders and generals like my guy, Big Anthony DeLoach, and like Unlimited Freedom, and like what we heard yesterday with my guy Croc and that Dragon Pam, which is killing it, man, right now. Hands-free, hands-free. That allows you guys to continuously to make the right decisions and perfect your crafts in some of the things that you want to do if you already have money that is working for you. Again, I told you guys the famous saying last night again, which I love. Steve Jobs says, if you want to go fast, you want to go alone. If you want to go far, you go with the team. And that is so true and rings so many bells. If you really want to go far in life, you need a team around you. You can't do it yourself. Trust me, I've tried to do it myself. And you know what? I went fast and I went alone. And that was all I got. I got alone. I didn't get far. I didn't get very far. And I couldn't even have the impact that I have around my life if it wasn't for you guys, if it wasn't for the generals and the leaders and the people, man, who believed in the voice and the vision of this show and what we were really trying to do to help people out in their everyday journey of their life. Again, I 100% get it. There are so many people, man, who are saying to themselves, you see all these gurus and, shout out to my guy, Kennard Haney, when I was with him the other day, a couple of weeks back, he was saying, Lambo, I got all of these TikTokers and influencers and YouTubers out there with their infomercials. I got it down pat. And he did the voice of some of these commercials and infomercials that you would see right there on your social media strands. And I could do no more but just to continue to crack up laughing behind that. But what that did, that made me realize this one thing. There's everybody out there, man, who are saying that they can do this and saying that they can do that. All I can say and help and lead you is to the people who are really doing what they were saying and standing behind that. That's why I was able to go on ahead, man, and allow you to continue to stay connected with some amazing people right here on The Leverage Show. Because, again, The Leverage Show is way bigger than what you guys see. There's so many more people that you would be blown away of the real tuners who are tuning in to watching. I want to give you a big statistic that most of you don't know, and I really wanted to wait to share this on another stage, on another night, right, on Tuesday night or Thursday night when I get some other great leaders in the audience are way bigger than what it is on Fridays. I wanted to wait to share this, but I really want to go ahead and bring this out, and I will share it again. Do you know the statistics of podcasters within their first 21 episodes that they podcast? Do you know the statistics of success versus failure? I'm getting ready to give something to you. Within the first 21 podcasts, statistically, holistically, around the world, within the first 21 podcasts, 90% of podcasters fail. I want you to think about that. Of all the vision and everything that we dropped and the content that we drop in, everything that we do, 90% within the first 21 podcasts stop podcasting. They fail. They quit. They give up. Only because that statistic rings so bell, because they don't get the audience or the response that they believe that they should have. And when they don't have that support and they're not putting in the work ethic, it literally, man, becomes deteriorating and discouraging into the podcaster who's really out there, man, believing that they can do this. Standing in front of the screen and behind the screen, and you see these cameras and all these lights, it really is way much harder than what it thinks. And what most people think that it is just, hey, man, I'm just can sit down and talk and just be able to talk to myself, and hopefully you capture the attention of so many people out there. But it is harder than what it is. But can I say something to you right now? That is why we do what we do best. That is why we're able to stand in front of a camera. We're able to sit down, look you square in the eyes, and tell you it's not going to be easy. So yesterday when I was saying that on the show, that a lot of these leaders, they did not give up, is because they defied all odds. They're a part of the top 10% of you find any podcaster who is out there that has more than 21 videos of content of podcasts on their show. Shout out to the success rate of the 10%. So when we're talking about these generals who are out here, and I was talking about that last night even on the show, I said there's so many people who are out here where their screens are now have went black. You go look for certain people, man, that once used to be in your archive. And I once used to be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see their videos that they're dropping because I'm all tapped in. And then all of a sudden I go to look for their names and their names are no longer there. They once started out this journey and once was great, wonderful visionaries, man, to Lambo, and great, wonderful inspiration to Lambo. But they are no longer here in this space. And it's sad to say there was one gentleman, he's a dear friend to the show, and has been on the show, man, a couple of times. And I watched him make his transition from literally doing the thing he loves to do, getting in front of this camera, getting in front of an audience. And literally, man, thousands of people would come to watch him literally have to transition because things and investments that he once had were no longer lining up to be able to afford the ability of sustaining his lifestyle. So he had to go ahead and pivot and get a job. Listen, there is nothing wrong with anyone getting a job, starting a business, and really going gun-ho at it. I want you to provide for you and your family. But I'm going to give something to you, and I got to share this with you. If 90% of the people fail after the first 21 podcasts that they do, that tells you that when you see leaders out here and their content has been out here for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, go give them a pat on the back because they are part of the top 10% of people who made it, who didn't give up. Do you know what the phones feel like when they're no longer ringing? I used to tell my people, especially, man, everyone who's in my community and you're in my mentorship program and you're in some things that I'm into, I would tell people the scariest part in your life that I learned years ago is when your phone stops ringing. That's the scariest part of your life. Because you know what happens is that now there is no value, or people have overlooked what you have done for the past to now what you can actually help them out in your future, or you were not able to pivot. And because you were not able to pivot, you literally got caught behind the wheel and got caught behind time. There were so many people, and I'm telling you what, so many people who are major influences, right? Major influencers. If I begin to start naming the names, you'll be like, yeah, Lambo, I haven't seen that person in a while. I haven't seen that person in a while, who would catch millions of views, hundreds of thousands and millions of views. And you would see their stuff, man, shared amongst the stars and amongst the people and amongst the masses. They're no longer in front of a camera today as we speak because they could not shift, they could not pivot, and the market and everything, man, that once was there was no longer there. You know, I've been afforded the ability, man, to be actually, man, connected and partnered, man, with some great YouTubers as well. And one of the great YouTubers and stuff like that, I won't call his name. Every time I look back, I remember just a couple of years ago, I mean, I was just like, he was at the pinnacle of what YouTubing was. And I'm like, you mentioned his name and everybody knew his name and they still know his name now. And I'm just like, dude, you know, I got a chance to meet one-on-one with him and talk with him and say, hey, man, what's going on? Not just one time, but a few times. Just say, hey, man, what's going on? And he says, well, Lambo, man, literally, I had to pivot. I had to shut everything down on my channel and literally pivot because I was getting the wrong type of feedback that I needed. Do you know what that looked like to hear him say that out of his mouth, and me as a person, man, who definitely looked up to him and still looks up to him, be able to say that out of his mouth because the audience could not pivot, and the audience that he had once had at one point were no longer there. See, things were much easier, and I'm gonna just keep it 100, like keep it a buck with y'all. Things were much easier when the times of COVID happened, or even before COVID. When COVID happened, any leader can tell you between 2020 and 2021, I mean, views were going up. Views were going through the roof. Views were going, man. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, man, they were going through the roof because you had everybody's attention because everybody was home or everybody was glued to things that they could not go to and they could not really be out. So 2020 and 2021 was the year where a lot of people, man, took off, right? With their content, with everything that they did. I remember at the end of 2021, Lambo actually launched the Leverage Show. I remember that vividly, right? and the Leverage Show was launched. And I remember, man, the audience, I was like, oh my gosh, look at this. If I can just get 4 subscribers would be amazing, right? And I once heard the most key thing is they said, don't you ever worry about subscribers. Don't you ever worry about supporters. Don't you ever worry about people who you think should come and would come or would listen, because the accountability of you knowing that what you have is so much value that they're not going to want to miss it. Continue to stay consistent at delivering everything you need to you being you, and everything else will follow. That was the greatest advice that I heard. I said, man, but man, I'm not the short form and, out there with the reels and all of this stuff. I'm a long form content man. Like, I love wonderful long content. I love to actually be out there and interviewing the people who are doing the short reels, or interviewing the people who are doing the successful, or interviewing the people, man, who are doing some amazing things. That's Lambo. That's what I love to do. I do enough business and everything else that I do that I don't have to wait to support and wait for YouTube to try to cut Lambo a check just to keep the lights or keep the gas or keep the water or keep, the house or keep the cars or keep all of this necessities and utilities cut on. I don't need that, because I love what I do. I love being able to bring you guys some amazing content, some amazing leaders on here, and have you go network with them, go support their channels, and go support with the vision what they're doing. That's what I decided to do. And literally, we look, behold, boom, we start catching fire. People start sharing our stuff and sharing the YouTube and sharing this and sharing that, till we looked up. And I remember, man, when I got my first 1,000 subscribers, I was like, oh my gosh, this is 1,000 supporters. Look at this. It was just amazing to me. I just knew for a fact, like, oh my gosh, like this is it. And then they kept challenging me. Well, Lambo, keep producing what you're producing. Keep producing. Don't ever get caught up in the numbers. If you ask anybody, and this is the God honest truth, right? You ask anybody, people say all the time that, man, you should be doing these numbers right here, these numbers right here, these numbers right here, and all of this other stuff. And it wasn't until and everything, man, that gentleman was a great content creator, who's a great YouTuber, who I was fascinated about the numbers that he actually had. I'm like, man, he's got the YouTube subscribers things all over the wall and all of this stuff. And I mean, he's drawing them in, man, by the hundreds of thousands to the millions. And I'm sitting in here thinking to myself, like, man, this is it. And he looked me dead in the eyes and he says, Lambo, I would trade everything I have right now to be in the position where you're at. I said, whoa, what? What are you talking about? Like, dude, you look what you've done. Look at all the amazing things you've done. Look at amazing content. Look at all the creators and people, man, who have literally came from behind to really, mirror what you do and mimic what you do, because it's doing some amazing things. And he says, I'll trade it all to make sure that I give the few that are faithful, then the plenty who are pitiful. I'm getting ready to give you. That's game right there for some of you guys. I'd rather take the few who are faithful to take the advice and follow through with the plans and continue to be inspired and share this information, and really are not trying to scam people and not trying to get over on people and not trying to stiff people. He said, I'd rather take your few than to taking everything, man, my crew who are doing fraudulent things and who are literally spitting on my name and who are really spitting on some things, man, that I worked so hard for, and the vision that I wanted to bring to pass. Like, they went and did the opposite. So he said, man, I had literally banks to turn around and everything, man, and turn me away because of what my crowd and what my audience was doing. I said, oh my goodness. I could not believe the words that I was hearing out of my mouth. And out of his mouth. I mean, not out of my mouth, out of his mouth. I couldn't believe that. I was like, oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. I said, dude, I would. He says, no, you don't want that. Them 25,000 you got, enjoy that. Because can I say something to you right now? There are some people, man, wishing that they had 200. They're wishing that they had 500. They're wishing they had 1,000. They're wishing they had 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Just the people who will support them. And the communities and the value of the people who are within that small, minute fraction that you have, you're moving the needle. You're changing lives. You're really helping people. And they're taking to grasp what you're saying and what you're doing so that you can go on ahead, man, and help change lives like a domino effect. I thought to myself, I said, dude, I got to be tripping. I said, maybe in everything, this is the wrong thing. And it began to allow him in that same Zoom call, me and him both, to open up to me and tell me some things that only could be listened and repeated and reframed in my own 2 ears so that I'll be able to see things a little bit further. Can I say something to you? That's why yesterday was so pivotal. And I got a chance to, even after the show, to talk with Croc, man. Shout out to Passive Income Croc, who's just killing the game. And I got a chance to talk with him and then just tell him some things. And he says, dude, Lambo, he said, I watched the whole show that time. And he says, you know me, I never really get a chance to watch the show, the whole show. I probably get in there to get a chance to watch a couple of minutes here, a couple of minutes there, which most people do. Like, listen, people are doing life. So you got to go do life, right? You got to go. If you got to go, you got to go. That's life. He said, but I got a chance to watch the whole show. And then everything that you talked about in the show last night, I 100% agree with. And it helped motivate me and bless me in my life more than what you know. Are you actually standing there? I get it. I know what it's like to actually do content, right? And the Leverage Show will have an overhaul. I mean, I'm telling y'all this right now. It's going to be amazing. Some amazing, great leaders who have decided to say, Lambo, we really, really, really want to go ahead and get your voice out a lot more, even though you may not want it. We really want it because you're so valuable to us. And they decided to do some amazing things with some teams and stuff like that. I'm excited about that too. So you guys stay tuned because it's going to be some amazing things that's going to happen. But hearing him say that out of his mouth last night, it really, and I won't go into in full detail what the whole conversation was. It really went on ahead, man, and allowed me to put perspective because most of the time we get on these shows and there are so many people like YouTubers and podcasters and influencers. They're actually producing content to allow the value of what they do best in their lane to help so many people. So they don't really get the chance just to kind of unwind and talk like Lambo. Lambo going to talk. Lambo going to sit back in here and talk to you about some things that you may not know. Or may do know, or may be unaware of knowing and stuff like that, or what could happen or what possibly could happen. That's what I do best and stuff like that. So I got the time. And I tell y'all, man, I got the time to talk about it. You understand where it's just not a show for me to get to an angle to just deliver something to you and then see if that you're going to bite off of the delivery that I give to you, right? Which that's not what I do. That's just, it is what it is. I don't got to sell your product, you understand, on here. But for those who are selling products and you're killing the game, keep killing it because you're helping changing lives, and you're helping changing lives with so many dynamic things and people out here who really need the help. Like people are out here not to be looking at this camera just to be burning time. They can find more other valuable time than to come to the Leverage Show each and every single week. Like I promise you, you can go pick up an extra shift. You can go start your business. You can go work on that. You can go network with other networks who are doing some things. So people just don't come to the Leverage Show just because they just want to go ahead and burn time. Time is of the value to most people, and you need to know that. People come here to gain some sort of value and a connection to a wonderful family of wonderful leaders who are really doing some impactful things out here on the Leverage Show. I got to get to the comments real quick, and then we'll get into today, man. I promise you it's been like 30 minutes already. I've been sitting out here talking and stuff like that, and I told y'all Finance Fridays and everything, man, or shorter than the other ones. We usually try to keep them around about an hour, man, on Finance Friday. So I got some great things to go ahead and tackle with you. Todd is in the building. Let's get it. Shout out to you, Todd. Appreciate you, King, man, thank you for tapping in. Really appreciate all that you are doing right here, man, and showing the love. We hit that secret play too last night. Did you like that? Me and Todd and everything, man, we were actually talking before, and those and everything who are involved in the Lambeau Lounge, you guys and everything understand that we have the sports picks that are coming out each and every single day and stuff like that. There are some private ones that I don't never post that, or really, like I told Todd, I said, hey man, look at this one. And he placed it and stuff like that right before it. I said, you can bet your house on this one. And he said, really, Lambeau, you think this is going to hit? Do you know? I said, I told Todd, and Todd can tell you this, I actually trust this more than I actually do the hammer play. He said, really? I said, trust me. I'll put this before the hammer play because I know it's going to hit. And sure enough, that sucker hit. And I'm laughing because when it did hit, it's just a true story. When it did hit, you know, and I told him, I said, hey, man, you can almost go bet your mortgage. You can go bet your car note. You can go put your life insurance policy. This one gonna hit. And that one hit. That one is like, I hate to say it, and I got certain ones like that I know I'm at a 99% on. And most people are not at that. I'm at a 99% on when I call something like that I know it's gonna hit. That it if you put 100,000 in, you're gonna flip 100,000 to 100,000 with ease. Probably even be more than that, depending on where the lines are at. Probably be a little less than that if the lines and everything that'll move. But Todd and everything knows. He says, man, boy, I never would have seen this. I never would have even known this. Like, I've never even looked for this. There's certain things that I look for that I've been noticing around other teams that I've studied and people I've studied who are amazing at sports picks, man. And when I seen that, I called that one out to Todd, especially. And Todd and everything, I'm pretty sure he wagered way more on that than he actually did the hammer plays and some of the other plays that were dropped in the chat. And it hit. It hit with ease. And like I told him, I said, even on a worst night, the guy would cover this. And I asked Todd, I said, even on a night that he might not make as much as what he did, he's going to cover this. He's going to cover half of this. And all he needed was less than half to actually cover what he had did just the previous game before. And literally, he hit it like one more right on the nose. And I would just say, man, no one would have never expected that. But there are certain things within the lines that I know that depending on what I'm looking at, you can definitely hit. And shout out to Todd, man, for getting into that insider play, man. And we're going to keep more coming. Don't worry about it, Todd. We got a whole bunch, man. My guy, Anthony Deloach, is in the building. Shout out to the general. Really appreciate you, man. Again, y'all guys, make sure you go like and subscribe to my guy, Anthony Deloach's channel. He is killing the game. Like, I'm telling you what I know. There are certain people who are killing the game. Anthony Deloach is killing the game. He has actually a program. This is a true story. It's called, I had to take this swig first. Game Plan to 100 grand. The game plan to 100 grand. Let me give something to y'all out there. This is true. If you've ever wanted to know what that looks like, follow leaders and everything, man, who knows or who has touched what 100 grand or touched $1 million or touched 100 million or a couple 100 million or whatever. That's who you get around. You get around people who are doing deals like that. And when you get around people who are doing deals like that, I promise you, your life and everything, man, is going to change. Like, it's instantly going to change. Like, almost overnight. I won't say overnight, you're going to have to put some work in, but you'll be able to get yourself a roadmap or a game plan or a strategy. That's what Leverage Show is. The Leverage Show is a strategy that allows you to be able to have winning success in all parts of your life. If you ever look at the Leverage Show is just not financially based Leverage Show, right? It's just not. Listen, there's a lot of people, man, wealthy people or people and everything who are doing very good financially who watch the Leverage Show, who definitely are not coming in here for you to tell them about their finances. They want to know when Tracy Terrence comes on here to talk about some great things in relationship and mental health and some amazing things, man, of therapy, man, that literally allow you to be balanced out holistically. When we have other generals and people who are coming in here, shout out to my guy like Joshua Samuel, who coming out here doing tuition coins for college and stuff like that. They're really helping out kids and helping out school systems and helping out a platform that allows people to pay for college when they don't even have a scholarship available, but by just doing the things that are rewarded from a kid or a child actually, exemplifying great behavior and great, tasks and multitasking. outside of the lines of just school. So now they're able to get rewards. Like when you see things like that, these are things that the leverage show hits you in many different forms of fashion, whether it's mentally, physically, financially, family wise. You understand? Lambo is huge on family wise. I'm huge on you having fun. Go enjoy yourself for fun. You need to relax. You need to unwind. You need to go do fun. Go laugh. Go enjoy life. Life is just, telling you, it goes so fast. It's a vapor. Literally, the Bible says it's a vapor. So why in the world and everything, man, are you really stopping and not enjoying what life is? Go enjoy it. That's what this thing is about. So when they share my video in groups, and I found my video like in different Telegram groups and different other groups and stuff like that, like Lambo, yeah, we seen your video in this group and we seen your video in that group from the Leverage Show. It's hitting on many different angles. It's not just hitting on an angle where, hey, we out here to go, everybody become multimillionaires and go get rich and go. What does that do to a person who's already have that, but that needs to joy? They need to have the relationship back with their kids or with their spouses or in relationships. Some people are in abusive relationships who have been on the show and literally had to make a decision, and they tuned in at the right time and says, Lambo, I'm sorry, but I had to leave this person because it was abusive. Right? It was unhealthy for me. And I watched your show. I tuned into your show, and something that you said that night or something one of your guests said that night that allowed me to get into another gear, that shifted me out of a relationship or an environment or a bad situation that literally was going so toxic that it was literally draining to them. That's what the Leverage Show does. The Leverage Show allows you in many different forms of fashion to be able to get the help you need, not just for you, but for your family, your communities, your friends, your loved ones, your coworkers, and so many other people around you. That's what the Leverage Show does. It allows you to be able to level up in so many forms and fashions of your life. That's what we're here for to do. So again, go like and subscribe to my guy, Anthony DeLoach's channel. He's killing it just like that, y'all. He does some many great motivational things that will really help you out and really get you on a game plan to fast track you into your destiny that allows you great success so that you can win. Shout out to him and his wonderful wife, Shalita, man, killing the game, man, and are really doing some amazing things. And you want to be connected to a community like that, man. Thank you, Big Ant. Full salute, General. You already know. I told y'all Big Ant was one of the ones that I was watching. You understand? Before, Lambo was actually out there producing content. And I was actually watching him and watching BOJ and watching Coach Rashid. I had been seeing him out there. I was like, oh my God, who is this guy out here? And Ahmed Hazel. People don't even know who Ahmed Hazel was, but he was a gentleman who was on this show as well, doing the mortgages, man, who is killing the game, man. Shout out to my guy Jackson Armstrong. And shout out to CPMD. CPMD been killing it. My guy Quentin been killing it, man. You know, you look at a lot of these leaders and what they have been doing. And I got a chance, you guys seen not too long ago, to have Stan Richards on the Leverage Show, right? Stan Richards being on the Leverage Show blessed Lambo's life because he was the author who wrote From the Bus to the Bentley. But not just that and stuff like that, man. I told him, like, dude, I watch you. And I got a chance to be on stage with Stan, shout out to Core 4, in DC back in December. And I'm got a chance to meet him and shake his hand, like, dude, like, I've watched you, man, for quite some time, man. And I want to thank you for everything that you've done. I got a chance to sit next to Anthony DeLoach, like right next to me, looking down at the, I think he had some Christian Louis Vuittons on, some red ones. And I'm sitting there looking at him and CPMD and BOJ and Coach Rashid and Ahmad Hazel and James Bishop and Chris Pulver and who else was there, man? I mean, I think that I named the whole crew and everything. Shout out to Terrence Pounds, man, as well and stuff like that, man, who was there. I mean, we had so many amazing people and stuff like that. But, you know, my guy, CPMD, Big Ant, Jackson, you know, we all call him Jack, BOJ, Coach Rashid. I mean, we were right there amongst each other and stuff like that, man, really being able as leaders to get it in. But as I told you, I was talking with Stan Richards, like, dude, I watch you. And like, your story inspired me because he already knew that we came from the bus. And he says, Lambo, I know why I really vibe with you now. Because you were a transit driver too, sitting behind that wheel for almost 20 years. And me and him got a chance to talk about a week or two ago on this Leverage Show and really kind of open up exactly how to go ahead and shift to that next gear. Everyone needs a coach. I promise you what I know. Just listen to what I'm telling you. Everyone needs a coach. That's why when I see Anthony DeLoach on here and I say you need a coach to really show you how to do things, a coach and a mentor just goes on ahead and shows you how to do things, but also takes your hand and they're right there with you. So they're in the trenches with you. That is the biggest thing that you can have to really help shift you to your next level. Get a right coach, get a right mentor. Again, you know, the old saying says, shout out to my guy Jamal Titus. He used to say this all the time. He says, man, again, man, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I've been fortunate in this walk and doing what we have been doing and all that we have been doing on the scale that we have been doing, to know that you need a mentor, you need a coach, you need someone that's in your corner who is really going to be able to help lead and guide and direct you the right play in life so that you can become successful. That's the only way you're going to ever get out of the place that you're in, or the pit that you're in, or the hole that you're in, or being stuck in life. You're going to need a coach. I'm telling you what I know. I know 100% you're going to need a coach. And that's what the Leverage Show and the Leverage Show family is here for you. Shout out to my guy Issa, says happy Friday, everyone. Thank you, Issa, man, for you coming out here, man. Really showing so much love. Really appreciate you for that, man. You already know, man. I love it because he says it all the time, man. All right, coach, put me in, man. So we're excited about that, man. But don't worry about it. We're going to get through these comments so I can share some amazing things with you. I promise you I'm going to have you guys, man, with the less than an hour been going here. Ronnie Ron is in the building. What's up, Ron? This is my dog, Sharon. Shout out to Sharon Flowers in the building, showing so much love and everything, man. This is definitely close ties with my wife, man. Her and my wife, man, are like this, man. That's her road dog, man. So shout out to you. Thank you for tapping in. I know you're on your lunch break. Thank you for tapping in right here on your lunch break and showing so much love on the Leverage Show. You already know. Lambo, always appreciate you, man. You stopping in and really showing so much love, man. Sharon Flowers, a.k.a. Sharon. I just had to do that, man. She knows. She be cracking up. She know where that comes from and everything. Sharon. So shout out and everything, man, to that. My guy Issa says, man, Mr. AD in the house. Yes, he is, man. Shout out and everything, man, to my guy Anthony DeLoach again. Make sure you guys go like and subscribe to his channel because Anthony DeLoach is killing it, man. Y'all see the suit, y'all see the tie, y'all know what time it is, man. Happy Friday, IC, man. He says, man, you already know. Pure Leaf, man. Hey, look, I couldn't say it, but you know what that is. You see, man, look, you see, You see this, you know what time it is. So you know we got work to do and stuff like that, man. It is the extra sweet from Pure Leaf is the bomb. The bomb. Like I'm telling you, that one right there, you put that on and put that in the freezer, the refrigerator for me, man, and let me go on ahead, man, and go with that. You already know what time it is. You know, when I was coming up, man, you know, everybody know, man, I'm born and raised in New Orleans, man. Actually, to be specific, I always tell people is Walkertown. If you ever get a chance to make it to Walkertown, that's in Morrell Road, man. Shout out to my great late grandfather, man, Johnny Jacobs Jr., who really helped trailblaze that, man. And you get a chance to really see some history. You ever get down there and you see the history, man. And I look for what my grandfather has left. And, I look so much, man. And, I'm so thankful to be able to, share the stories and everything, man. Even and everything from my family, from the Jacobs family, man, from the Johnsons family. Shout out to them so much because there's so much heritage, man, that's within that. So when I tell people, I'm like, man, look, I'm from New Orleans, but yeah, we from Walkertown. Let's be specific. We from Walkertown. That's from out of Morrell Road, man, that literally, man, is doing it, man. My mom, this is a true story, used to be on the radio, man, back in the day so much. Shout out to Walter Ross and stuff like that, man. She literally, man, had full chance, man. by literally going on the radio and stuff like that with Walter Ross. She would say, cruising down the street real slow with the Chris's be yelling Morero. And my mom, because of that, and being out there, man, and on the radio, man, with Walter Ross calling it all the time, made that chant and stuff like that so big. So there was a lot of people, man, who literally have been blessed, man, literally by that. So I'm so thankful when I look over my childhood and when I look over of all the people who's been instrumental in my life and helped raise me, man, to the person that you see in front of today. I'm able to go back and always go in here and say, man, you know what? We had some amazing, cool things and stuff like that coming up that really, man, helped shape me, man, what I was. So if you ask, right, my father and everything, man, like I said, my father, he's a preacher, man. So he can get in front of people and speak and officiate and do some amazing things. But my mother is the one who, if you like just outgoing, no fear, no shy, she gets out there, man, and she would be saying certain stuff, man. She would meet people and going places. That's where I get this from. You understand? So, and I get it a lot from Johnny, man, my grandpa and stuff like that, man, too, as well. Shout out to him, man, for just being outgoing. He wouldn't meet a stranger. My grandpa would actually go sit down in McDonald's, right? It's a true story, at night, man, in the evening time. And he knew everybody. Just sit down and just talk to people. You're in the South. So it's a different ball game when you're down in New Orleans and stuff like that. He would talk to people and just meet every people and talk to people all the time. When you would come down our street off of Fifth Ave, my grandfather would sit outside, man, in his chair, man, right underneath the tree. And, crack pecans, man, with his knife and everything else, man. And he'd sit down, man, fold his legs and see everybody, man, walking up and down the street. He knew everything. He didn't miss a beat. And I'm laughing because he knew exactly who he was. He'd be looking at so far of who this is, and he'd call you out and stuff like that from a mile away. Hey, you so-and-so boy, and stuff like that. Hey, I know your people. That was him, the outgoing side, that personality that was larger than life. So I'm so thankful to be able to have and everything, man, the influence that came from me. That's what you guys see in front of you guys today. And even my grandma, Dorothy Mae Johnson, who I go ahead and credit her so much and everything, man, and me really stepping out on faith and allowing God and everything, man, to use it. She used to say, boy, go ahead, grandson, get on out there. Go let the Lord use you. Go let him go use you so you can be the influence of so many other people out there. And to see, man, where we're at on YouTube now, and you guys over 25,000 subscribers and users who are out here, man, and supporters who are really killing the game because of that, man, that it all becomes from that history. And I just thought that you guys should know that. I just thought that was so dope and stuff like that. We'll get back into the comments and everything. Don't even know why I turned around and went that way, but you know what time it is. IC say Mr. AD in the house. Yes, he is in the house, man. Happy Friday, IC, man. Really appreciate you, man, for that, man. Pure Life, yes, it is, man. IC with the fire emojis. Yes. Yeah, you already know. We got to bring the fire emojis out here. Y'all already know what time it is. You don't go as far as you dream, but you go as far as your team. Anthony Deloach with the Nuggets out here. I see you dropping the bars, man. Keep dropping these bars because this is where this goes and stuff like that. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. We are killing the game, man. I just love it, man, when they come out here and they keep dropping knowledge. Issa says, I want all the generals on my team to go far. This is what leadership looks like. I love this, man, for you guys to continue to keep going forward and to continue to keep showing love. That's what this thing is about. My wifey's in the building. Hello, family. Happy Friday with the love emoji. You already know what time it is. Really appreciate you, baby. Everything that you do. She continues to keep me going. Actually, I already know we have a tight schedule today. Shout out and everything to my daughter's birthday. Shout out to Kai Pai. It's her birthday today. So my daughter's actually next week. You guys stay tuned. We'll be on the broadcast because we got another daughter next week as well. Bucky and Naya. It's her birthday as well. So they will be on the broadcast. So the Lambo girls will be on the broadcast next week on Thursday. I think it's Thursday. So you guys stay tuned because we're going to make sure that that's going to be a very special broadcast. Shout out to my wonderful wife, man, for doing everything, man, and continuously to keep pushing us forward. So we got a tight schedule today. We got a lot to do today. So I gotta get going. I gotta get moving and stuff like that. Now that I've seen her. Building your network isn't about who you know. It's also about what you know. Your knowledge is currency in the game. And the more you have, the higher your value in any room. This guy here, I mean, either you gonna keep dropping these nuggets, or I don't know what you gonna do, but you gonna keep dropping these nuggets, big dog. Thank you, Ant. Man, this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to continue to keep moving this thing in the right direction. Good morning, Mrs. Johnson. Happy Friday. Issa showing love to my wonderful wifey. You already know what time it is. Money is in the building saying a big hello. Shout out to Money Man. Thank you for being in the building, man, on this happy Friday. Killing it out here. Money says, hi, I see. You already know what time it is. Big Deloach says, man, hello, Queen Johnson. Happy Friday. Showing love, man, to the bride, man, to the missus. Always full salute. Mighty E say, happy weekend, everyone. Thank you, Big E. Fully appreciate you, King, man. Really being able to tap in with you. You already know what time it is. I was so thankful for that, man, for just being able to tap in with you this week, brother. Really appreciate you for that. Mr. AD, thanks for working on it, man. You already know. Icy showing love, man. The Mighty E, man. You already know. Anthony Deloach says the 100 rule. If you are really about content, create a life, commit to 100. 100 videos, 100 episodes, 100 presentations, 100 posts, etc. Keeping it 100. I love it. Y'all make sure and everything, man, for your content creators who are out there continuously to keep it 100. Keep going, keep moving forward. You do not want to miss it, because I'm trying to tell you this right now. I told you 90% of all podcasters fail within the first 21 episodes of a podcast. 90%. So when you look back over the history of the Leverage Show and what we've been able to accomplish between social media, whether it's been YouTube, whether it's been Facebook, whether it's been Instagram, whatever, LinkedIn, whatever media, TikTok, whatever media that the Leverage Show has been shared and got out there, we thank you guys for. And that's exactly what we're going to do. But we're going to make sure that we're going to kick it up a notch. Shout out to Big Ant Deloach, because this team is trying to kick it up a notch for Lambo. They're trying to make Lambo work a little harder, man. You understand? Issa showing love, man, with the fire emoji and the heart. Big Ant says the first 1K subscribes hit different. Man, the first 1,000 subscribers do hit different on YouTube. So again, if you guys are not liking, subscribe, man, on YouTube, make sure you guys go to YouTube, the Lambo Drew TMT. Lambo Drew TMT. Go like and subscribe. I'm trying to tell you this right now. It will help bless your life. Thank you for that, big Ant. You already know, man. Strong, man, coming in, man. Ty said it hit. Yeah, it did. That's like a hit. That. If you in the Lambo Lounge with the rest of the leaders, you already know, man, we out here getting it, and we out here making sure we make it happen, man, in that Lambo Lounge. So you're not in it, man. I feel sorry for you. You know, everyone really does need a coach and a mentor. Yes, they do. Everyone needs a coach and a mentor. I don't care who you are. I don't care what age you are. I don't care where you're at in your life. You need a mentor and a coach. It will definitely help open up doors and help put you into a place in seats and places that you never thought that you would actually be at. It will literally take you into rooms that, I'm trying to tell you this right now, that you will be blown away that you even made it into that room, because that's because you stayed faithful and you listen to your coach and your mentor. Shout out to you, that Ronnie, man. You already know what time it is. Facebook family coming in. Mom Dukes is here. Shout out to Mom Dukes in the building. Myra J showing love, man, in the building, man. I just talk about you too, Ma. I don't know if you caught it or not, but definitely thank you. Good morning, Drew, man. Really appreciate you. You already know, man. Man, just so much love and everything, man, to my Mom Dukes and stuff like that, man, for everything that she's done for my life, man, and blessed me, man, so much. And continue showing love, man, on so many different levels. Continue to keep showing support. When you have this, try to tell you, man, Mom Dukes is in there cruising down the street real slow with the Christmas be yelling, Morero. Shout out to Mom Dukes, man, for showing love, man. Ronnie in here laughing, man. Keep on laughing, Ronnie. That's what we love. My Mom Dukes says, man, yes, historic Walkertown. Yeah, y'all got to take a trip to Walkertown, man. When you get there, I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Y'all got to Google it up. Put it on your maps. Y'all ever get down to New Orleans, man, y'all definitely got to go to Walkertown. You can go to Johnny Jacobs Memorial Playground. Johnny Jacobs Memorial Playground. That is definitely Lambo's grandpa, man. That is my wonderful mother. That's her father and stuff like that, man. So we're so thankful and everything, man, to be able to have that historic legacy, man, that is down there. But we actually had a full sitting president, Bill Clinton, actually went on ahead and went down there. My grandpa convinced him to come to the park. Like, hey, don't have no other meeting. And I told y'all about this before on the show, man. He told him, like, look, we're getting ready to come to New Orleans. We really want to go ahead and have a place to go ahead and go. My grandfather was the one, him and his team, to make sure that they got Bill Clinton down there at his park. So shout out and everything for having that much pool when the president and everything, Bill Clinton, was actually out there, man. Got to go visit Walkertown. A lot of his stories right there. My baby said, yes, keep going. We got to keep going. You already know. I'm keep going. I got to keep up the time, man. Yeah, I got to get it real quick, baby. So definitely. Yes, Sharon, man. Definitely having that mentor. Everybody needs a coach and mentor. Love it, love it, love it. Issa says, hi, money. Shout out to you, man. Listen, we're going to get into this real quick. I'm going to get into this brief. I'm trying to tell y'all this. We really have to go, and I really don't want to go ahead and go. But before I go, I want to show you this real quick because this will actually help bless a lot of people. Remember, I talked about on Finance Fridays and stuff like that, I told you guys that this would happen. Remember, I told you this would happen. I said, Bitcoin is going to go down. So don't trip about it, even after the Bitcoin halving. There's going to be a push. There's going to be a push that's going to push it up. And then it's going to go back the opposite way, right? Remember, I told you that. And when a month ago, we look a month ago, April the 10th, Bitcoin was at almost 71,000. Look at that. April the 10th, right? And listen, the Leverage Show is really here to help you guys out and help navigate you, right, into the right financial moves, right? I told you it would pull back. Don't even be panic buying when you're actually seeing, this halving and all of that. That took place like 2 weeks ago. And you're seeing the big pump that was here up until that. And now look where we're at today, 61,000. 61,000 is shares for Bitcoin. Do you see that? It has went down almost 14% in the past month. 14%. Do you understand how big that is for investors? If you're waiting to get in, I told you, you do not get in at the top. And this was panic buying at this 71,000, right? We can even go a step further. Let's go back to March. So that was April the 10th. We back it up a month. Before that, that was at 73,000, right? Look at that. 73,000, 135,000. Do you see that? That was panic buying, right? It was up 63% at that point within the past 6 months. 63%. So if you would have had bought it at 40,000, 37,000 back here November the 10th, and then just held on right after my birthday, right? And it went up to 73,000 on March 13th. You would have almost doubled actually, you did double your money. You doubled it and was going on to double it times 2 because you would have caught it at 37,000, right, in November the 10th. But then 3 days after my birthday, it went to 73,000. I told y'all Bitcoin would drop. I told you that. I said, wait for the dip. You don't want to go ahead and wait for anything. Wait for the dip. Here we go. When we waited for the dip, right, that was March 13th. I've been telling y'all about this. I said Bitcoin is going to slide back down under 60,000, right? It hit under 60,000 May 1st. Look at that. May 1st. I don't think I got a chance to talk to you guys too much about this, only because and everything, man, we have so many other different opportunities for you guys to really show you guys this. So today is May 10th. I didn't get a chance to talk last week with y'all, which was the 3rd, because we were with Vaughn. And then I think the week before I missed because we were in Miami, right, that week. So I'm pretty sure it's been the last couple of Fridays. I haven't got a chance to really talk with y'all. But I told y'all it would hit under 60,000. I said that on the broadcast. Bitcoin's going to hit under 60,000. Catch it at the dip when it hits under 60,000. Now, I'm going to say something. I'm going to make a bold prediction. This floor has been around 66, 61. Today we're at 60. Today we're at 61. So 59, 60. Don't be surprised if you see Bitcoin turn around and retrace back to 58,000 again. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. So if you're asking, should I buy it? Don't be surprised if it dips back to 58,000, gets back to this mark where we were at May 1st, 9 days ago. Don't be surprised if it retraces that, right? Will it retrace down to 51,000? I don't think so. I think it's got enough support in here that it's getting ready to start shooting up after this. You watch what I tell you. So is it a safe buy to buy at 61,000? I would say yes. I would say it's going to dip, though, again, back down to 58,000. And I said that it was going to dip under 60,000 weeks ago, if you guys remember the Finance Friday, right? And so if people are asking me, Lambo, should I buy Bitcoin? Should I buy Bitcoin? Should I buy Bitcoin? Well, yeah, I would buy Bitcoin now because it's no longer at the 71,000 that it was on March 13th, right? So it's gonna retrace to get back, and it's gonna shoot back through this level. Right here has just been nothing but resistance, support and resistance this whole way. You look from March 13th, March 10th, really around my birthday, March 10th, it really got to 69,000, right? So it's about that 70,000 mark, and it's been kind of floating around 60, 61,000. I told you it was going to dip amongst 58,000. But it was nowhere near this 51,000 at February 24th before they had that big spike and the bank started really pushing. Don't be surprised, again, if it retraces $58,000. So again, make sure you guys and everything, man, are taking a look at that. I want to go ahead and get to this next one. There is something that is coming out. We're going to talk about it even more. I'm excited. Give it about another week, right? And I want you to go ahead and see if you can get into this. Here we go. Here we go. I want to see if you can get into this. All right. Actually, let me go here. I think I talked about it. I really like what this is doing. I like what this is doing. Here we go. All right. Y'all take a look at this. Lambo's going to always keep it real with y'all because I really want y'all to go in here and jump into something that is earning money passively. Okay, here we go. Remember I was talking to you guys about this? I shared this with you guys maybe a couple of weeks ago on the Leverage Show, right? This right here is called Go Baby Trade. I'm telling y'all what. Remember I was telling you guys about the gentleman who was the developer from Microsoft, right? From Microsoft, right? I'm telling y'all what I know. From Microsoft. And guess what? This one right here is getting ready to go through the roof. Go Baby Trade is getting ready to go through the roof. Runs 100% unattended. Do you guys see that? It's a fully robotic crypto trader for you, right? I'm gun-ho on you getting back your time and being able to get into investments that allow you to get into investments that are consistently making money. You can go to Go Baby Trade, right, and get in as a little bit of 3,500, I think, 3,000 to 3,500. And you can begin to start making passive income hands-free. You'll be able to actually have control of your wallet, which it'll be in a Kraken or a Coinbase account, right? So they're both regulated accounts that your money will actually be in. And when they're getting ready to do something really weird, that's getting ready to change it up. But this is going to be 100% hands-free. And I told you, the gentleman, Ed, who actually was one of the producers with Bill Gates and his team for Microsoft for the last 24 years, he's been doing these type of things, making trades, working with Fidelity, working with Charles Schwab, and working with some of the best to actually be up on here. So I'm telling you this right now. You want to go on ahead and get involved with this. This one right here is going to take off. It's going to be huge. When they're not trying to do volume, but they're really trying to go on ahead and do things that are being consistent. Go Baby Trade will be one of them. If you need to go ahead and you need a little help, let me know. I will send to you, man, the information. Here you guys go. You guys can go ahead and leave me a message. I will send to you the information about that. 612-547-8826. 612-547-8826. I will send to you the link to get started and get you into the group for Go Baby Trade if you want to be able to trade hands-free, make money passively, and continuously keep doing your thing. So that's another thing, man. I wanted to put that out there for you. Now, I would be as a disservice if I sit back up in here and I didn't talk about this, man. I didn't talk about this, man. I want you to get this. And we talk about hands-free, right? Hands-free. This is another one, right? Here we go. Get it one stop shop. Boom. So here we go. This is another hands-free one where my guy was on here last night talking about this one. And this is his baby, right? This right here is called Dragon Pam. 100% hands-free profit. Gold copy trading. This is my guy Croc's program, right? Passive income Croc, right? You even see passive income man with the Dragon Pam, right? This one right here, hands down, you're trying to go ahead and do things passive income. This is another play to jump in that if you go ahead, you need help, send me a message to 612-547-8826. I'll get you in the group. You can go ahead and start trading hands-free, right? 100% hands-free and start making profits every single month. I shared this last night when Croc was actually on here. This did within 30 days, a little over 30 days, about 24%. Killed it, 24%. Then 24 days, which this is doing, which is definitely killing the game, right? You need a link and everything, man. Let me know. I will get you into that link, 612-547-8826. Go ahead and send me that text, and we can get that link out to you where you can start gaining money passively by actually doing some great things like this. So again, this right here is another good Pam to get in, the Dragon Pam. There'll be people, man, who can walk you into that, kind of get you into that and allow you to start gaining more traction with this. So Dragon Pam, my guy Croc, you definitely want to go ahead and jump into that. All right. So last but not least, I've got one more and we're going to get out of here. I promise you that. One more, we're going to get out of here. You're going to thank me later. You're going to be like, oh, well, Lambo, I really want to thank you for this because this one right here may be the one that helped changes a lot of people's lives, right? Okay, so let me see. Let me get you guys right. I usually have this pulled up. Here we go. And boom, we're right here. All right, so this right here, I want you to get this right here, right now. You guys don't know this, but I'm getting ready to help you out right now. Here we go. I'm telling you what I know. Like literally, I'm giving y'all so much game right now that you want to be a part of this. Here we go. Pulling it up right now. Okay, so here we go. You guys are not on this one. We're getting ready to go ahead and shift you to something else, right? So this one right here is called the Legacy Builder Program. Oh my goodness. I'm giving y'all some game right now. Literally, I mean, this is give me just 1-2 minutes with this, and I promise you, I'll let you go, let you finish enjoying the rest of your day. I want to really thank Michelle for this one. If you guys have never heard of the Legacy Builder program, oh my goodness. This one right here is definitely a set it. You're going to have to put a little work into it and forget it. It earns money hands free. You want to make $900 a day? Like this ain't no MLM and all of this other stuff. This is real life stuff. They have had so many single mothers in this program automatically. I'm talking about automatically change their lives for being able to put in the work at least 1 hour to 2 hours out the day into this program, right? And a 1 hour to 2 hours a day is like 30 minutes responding back to like emails or something like that. Another like 30 minutes of like, you know, checking on content and stuff like that, man, and putting stuff out there. Another 30 minutes of doing this, another 30 minutes of doing that. Like it is so much stuff that literally is life changing. The Legacy Builder program, right, is amazing. When I'm telling you, there have been single moms in this. So this is what I'm giving to you. There have been single moms in this program that literally their goal was, man, if I can just make one sale, right? One sale. This stuff sells itself. You don't got to sell this. This people click while you sleeping, while you at work, while you're at your job, while you're running your business. I got business owners who are doing this right now. The Legacy Builder program is killing it. Michelle, we're going to try to get Michelle on the show and everything, man, really soon. We got a lot of guests lined up, but I'm going to try to get on the show really soon. This has changed people's lives in the last year and a half. Like, I mean, dramatically. And if you know how to do this, it's really very easy. It's very easy to go on ahead, man, and get yourself getting started up and start moving some things into you. Let me pull up another tab for you because I think you guys need to see this in its entirety, right? Let me see. I think you guys need to see this in its entirety. And then I'm going to get out you guys' way, and I'm going to let you, especially the ladies, happy Mother's Day to all the ladies, man, who are out there, man, who are really killing the game, man. I'm telling you this right now, man. We are so proud of you guys. Continue to keep doing what you guys are doing because that's what this thing is about, man. So here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, why is this not going ahead and getting this right? Here we go. Let me make sure this is right. I want to get this before you guys because I know you guys are on your lunch. You guys are doing everything, man, that you possibly can do. And I really want to go ahead and help you guys out, right? Okay. This is so amazing. I thought this was so amazing. Actually, I'm gonna have to go here. I'm so sorry about this. We go here. Here we go. I had the wrong one and I really wanted to go ahead and stuff like that, man. Okay. So look at this true story. Let me put this up here for y'all. Why is this one not presenting? Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, boom. Here we go. This is the site you want, right? So you would go ahead and let's just say we're gonna put somebody's email in, right? I'm gonna put somebody's email in, right? I'm gonna help somebody out today, right? I don't even somebody and everything, man. We're gonna help somebody out today. This is what we're gonna do, right? Okay, so boom. I just went ahead and sent the email to you. You're going to check the email in the next 5 minutes, the blueprint. I just typed in somebody's name, a family friend. I typed in the email. So if you see your email being typed in on the screen, just thankful. Check your spam and stuff like that. This is Michelle right here. Michelle O'Neal has killed it. She's killed the game. I mean, literally, this lady right here, man, and I'm not lying. You hear all these stories and stuff like that. She was literally making nothing. She was dead broke in 2022. Dead broke. Flat broke. I ain't talking about she was like hammer broke. Straight up. You talk about hammer broke, that's broke. So in 2022, she started this movement with a vision, right? With really nothing. And I got some guys, man, who have been on my team and stuff like that. They're doing the same exact thing. And this has caught so much fire because it doesn't require you to do much of nothing to be able to sell. And if you understand this, there's no ads, no nothing like this, all this other foolishness that you got to get with all of this other stuff. This is straight up setting up for you to have passive income. People will come to your site and be right there to purchase what they're going to have to purchase because it's an online business in the bag automatically. People are waiting to go ahead and sign up. There have been mothers who literally, and I'm not lying, I want y'all to go look at all of the testimonies, but go really look and deep dive into their weekly calls for the Legacy Builder program. And I'm trying to tell you this right now. There have been mothers who are saying, man, I really want something to do. I don't know what it is I want to do, but I don't want to put much work into what I'm doing, but I really want to do something so I can go ahead and raise my kids and be a full-time mom, stay-at-home mom, or I want to be working, providing for my kids, and have this replace my income. There have been mothers who have been on here raising full families and not being able to blot out the time from their families because most of these companies, you got to go put so much work in it, attend so much stuff that you really miss those key family moments with your family, your friends, and everything else. They've been able to buy back their time with Legacy Builders. I'm not going to bring you guys anything that I do not believe in. Not no MLM, not no marketing like this. Just straight up, you get in, you get signed up, you watch the coaches. You have a one-on-one coach with you. It's a 90-day build out one-on-one with you with the coach. And you have team members around you. And I watch women within 1 to 2 months off of this, without even hardcore selling, without even doing ads, without even paying for this and paying for that, jumped into this program and they made over $200,000-$300,000 within less than just a few months. We've got people, man, who've actually, they didn't move as fast. They says, Lambo, I can't move as fast. It's been 9 months, man, that I've been in the program, but at least I made a little over 150,000. I didn't get to the 200,000 in 2-3 months like some of the other people, but I was able to do 150,000. What would 6 figures do to help change your life? How much just would an extra $2,000 a month change your life? $5,000 a month change your life. $10,000 a month change your life. Fellas, if you have wives out there, man, or you got a girl or somebody that you really care about, or even special loved ones, set her up with this and just sit back and watch. That's all I'm going to say. Lambo is only going to tell you how to go ahead and take care of your queens and take care of the people that you love around you. Set your queens up with this. I got fellas who are doing this too. So don't think that it's just one way. No, I got fellas who are really out here killing this. They got this set up. This is not no one-sided gender thing or anything like that. This is definitely a straight opportunity that allows you to go on ahead and make money consistently off of this for just a small startup cost. I won't give that away. You're going to have to go on ahead and get signed up. You're going to have to go on ahead, man, and listen to some of the amazing things. And look, Lambo is not sending this to you as an affiliate link or anything. I ain't trying to sell you. I'm just showing you an amazing opportunity that for some of y'all may help change your lives. We got some people, man, within the next couple of months, they will earn within 1 year their first $1 million with this company completely hands-free. If that's you, you really want to go ahead and jump into this because it may be an opportunity of something that you've been looking for. Michelle lady you see on the screen, Michelle O'Neal has been killing it. And again, don't even think or even stereotype, oh, well, she's killing it in because she's probably was doing all of this other stuff and all of this, and she had all of this other help. And no, just straight up believed in what she did and decided to go ahead and jump far in what she believed in. And I'm telling you, it literally has changed the lives of so many countless of other people. Again, dailypaybusiness.com. You guys can go there, dailypaybusiness.com. Get yourself signed up. Go take a look at some of the webinars, some of the amazing things. We're going to have her on the show, so you guys definitely stay tuned because we really want you guys to stay plugged in and stay tapped in. Again, when you said I'm ready to have success, look at these stories. Wow, Ford sale in 48 hours. This is just 18 days ago. This is 7 days ago. Another $600 sale day. I'm at $63.50 in 48 days. I just wanted to add money to my retirement home. I got $1,100 they made in a week with an amazing, this is hands-free. 5 days ago, I reached $25K in 14 weeks and 6 figures in 6 months on the training sale. Look at this, 16 and a half weeks. I could buy myself a car. This is 4 hours ago, cash. Pay the moving van, cash. Pay my daughter's new school fees for the rest of the year, cash. Have a deposit in 2 months, rent ready to pay cash. This business is life-changing for anyone who's still wondering if they can. Yes, you can. Somebody just said this 2 hours ago. Woohoo, just hit 18,000. Well, Amy's been killing it. And you guys are going to see who Amy is in the group, right? Amy has been killing it. Woohoo, just hit 18,000 for August. Today isn't over with, man. You know, what a dream. This is what she wanted to do before August, actually. Let's keep that all the way 100. So her goal was to get 18,000 by August. That was her goal. She hit 18,000 for today, and today isn't over with. So what a dream come true. If it's possible, anyone is willing to be honest with themselves. You have to ask yourself, I'm creating quality content that it hits pain points, and I'm truly grateful, man, to at least giving, man, giving what you guys are giving at least. Again, you guys, it's on there. You can follow Michelle on Instagram. Go to her Instagram at Michelle O'Neal _modern mom. Michelle O'Neal _modern mom, where you guys will actually see her. Go follow her life before you guys jump into anything, man. Go follow the success stories and see where everybody is actually going on ahead and getting started with. So I really wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys, man, before I let you guys go. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are out there sharing this opportunity. Really want you guys to be really on the move. Again, I share some passive incomes, told you guys and everything, man, where to go ahead and buy in Bitcoin, which I really, really think that Bitcoin and a lot of other meme coins will follow behind. A lot of other coins will follow behind. So you guys want to be ahead of that curve because we are here for you. It's been my pleasure to actually go ahead, man, and spend this time with you, man, for your lunchtime and really go ahead and bring some amazing content to you. Listen, I truly want to thank you guys. I love you guys. You guys have an amazing, great weekend. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially happy Mother's Day to my mom and happy Mother's Day to my wife, my beautiful wife, who is killing it, man, who we are getting ready to go right now to embark in some wonderful festivities. I will see you guys next Tuesday night, right back here on The Leverage Show, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. You guys have an amazing, wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Take care. God bless. Love you guys. Until next time. We out of here.